What's up guys, this is Gameplay Reaction, I'm back with Satisfactory. So I will be uploading quite a bit, and as you can see I have been working quite a bit, getting everything up to par. I already got the chainsaw upgrade, although I didn't record it. I did upgrade. I haven't made it yet because it requires reinforced iron plates, and those are annoying to make because you have to make screws and then no iron plates. So I'm going to probably end up finishing tier 1 in this video, and by the end of the video I wish to make a space elevator. Shut up, Ada. So I've been scanning quite a few items, and I have I think 7 or so green power slugs. I'm going to scan them over time once everything is done, so that I can...
Barrel nuts can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
I'm going to scan them later on so I can get the power crystals that they have. It will allow my machines to get overclocked. That will make them like work better, but they'll take a lot more power. So I'm trying to rush certain things. Once I actually make the chainsaw, I'm going to go and cut down a lot of trees so I can make biofuel. I'm going to try and rush to get the coal milestone so that I can start having unlimited power. Because the biofuel that I have to continuously check. Like right now, I saw red light flashing there, so something's offline. But now I have to continuously check and refill everything. So I think it'll be better if I get the coal, because I know I can just make a very long conveyor belt from the resource spot. Make a coal source goes directly into a power generator, a coal generator, so it powers itself continuously, then use the power line to connect from the generator to all the coal, with all the miners. And all I have to do is make it go directly into storage units by my base, so I'll have an infinite supply of coal, which will be quite cool. So I'm probably gonna cut out anything here. I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of upgrades, but I'll see how much I have to cut out, because I'm trying to pack as much content as I can into this video. And I probably will be uploading quite a bit because of the whole quarantine thing. But I intend to... I might actually end up uploading more than 4 videos a week. I might start uploading more than once a day as well. But I'm not sure. Also, I'm not going to set up these biofuel generators, basically. Generators, biofuel, power, whatever. Because I built the base in the odd way. And I... everything on the side. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be doing quite a bit in this episode. I'm going to finish off tier 1, but because I'm doing research as well, it adds on specific milestones to tiers. Once I finish the research of a specific item, like the nuts that I researched, they will give me another tier, and I'll check later for. That'll let me get a scanner so I can find them in the area. And then that's the same with the berries, so once that's done, it'll give me another one. So I should have like 5 or so upgrades and milestones, new milestones in this episode. Not counting the space elevator, which takes quite a bit of resources. Okay, yeah, here's the nut scanner. I'm just gonna get that quickly. It's easy enough to do. Once I go and collect more of those mushrooms, I'll get the mushroom scanner as well. There's also one for the slugs in it, the power slugs. But anyway, okay, I think I'll take this last milestone here from tier 1, so I can just finish off the tier. But let me just see what else there is quickly. I'll take this actually. This is the stuff I'll need for later tiers. It is very important stuff that I'll use, but it also requires a lot of materials. Also, if you guys have noticed, my copper supply is only being made into ingots, not into copper wire. mainly because I don't want to have to make a whole another power biofuel reactor or whatever, buy the copper resources, because then I have to make another one just to power those systems, and that'll just be a waste because that's even more biofuel. So I'll leave that for now. I'll just manually make that. Once I get the code and everything running, I'm going to change things up a bit here so that they can be a bit easier to get to. But I'll be taking like that so I can make more iron rods, because I've been using them a lot very quickly. I wasn't expecting to, but I've been well, basically speeding through all the milestones, and they require a lot of rods. But by the time I had done this in my previous playthrough, the one I didn't record, I had way more than I actually needed. But due to the fact that I've been rushing this, I don't play this through this map normally when I'm not recording, because I don't want to end up having to do everything and then end up forgetting to record when I actually do something important. So I do normally record quite a bit, then I just cut out like a lot of the travel or the unnecessary pieces. I'm going to probably cut out again soon if I don't do anything important. But as I said before, by the end of this episode I intend on making the space elevator, which will let me get tier 3 and 4 once I actually, well, do the one thing it asked me to do for now. That's what the space elevator is for. Every time you do whatever it wants, and you send the, basically like a milestone, but with the space elevator. Once you do that, it'll then unlock tier 3 and 4. Then it'll give me another thing I must do. Once I do it, it'll unlock 5 and 6. And 7 and 8 have yet to be released, so that's the far I have to go. But once I actually do get to 5 and 6, there's a lot of stuff I'll be able to do. According to the new update, it's about pipes in it, so it's a lot of things that is possible. But I doubt I'll actually be able to get there anytime soon. Okay, so I have basically everything I needed to upgrade to silver more plates. So now I can get that upgraded for later. This stuff is like going to be very important once I get tier 3 and 4, because almost everything will require
More
that. Then
complex
iron plates will
assembly
probably
of
be
parts
necessary.
can now be automated.
So I think I'm finally going to choose like tier 1 so I can finish it off. Or there's literally just that one thing there. But I just keep on checking here. I've never actually used the jump pad in that, and that color gun isn't really necessary for me. So I'll probably only get that much later on. The jump pads in that I've never actually used. I'm not sure what they like, how useful they'll be. But anyway, now that I have that set, I'm just going to go and get the last pieces necessary to get this done.
Paleodictyop red berries, or pale berries, can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Also, they added one more thing in Tier 1. But I expected as much. So now that I finally set the slug to be scanned, once it's done I'll have the power crystals available to use. I find it odd, even though the slug is so huge, I can only get one crystal out of each one. Except for the other ones, but that's something else time. No, not this part. I'll take that. Okay. That's done. It's easy to just do this way so that I can make the stuff faster. If I had to go with the actual ore and then into ingots and then into whatever, it takes longer. You guys take, well, because the machine crafts so slowly, it always ends up filling to 100 before, well, stacking to 100 before it can actually be turned. So it like stops like that. That's what the power crystals are for. They increase the speed in which it's processed, or whatever the machines do, it increases their speed. But sadly, there's not like hundreds of slugs in the area, so you actually have to find and be careful what you use it on. And once I get to tier 3 and 4, iron plates and iron rods will end up losing importance. Not completely, but they will be losing importance. Also, I have to go and put power by the coal, not by the coal, by the copper. I'm just gonna collect some of these so I can make some biofuel. This is why I need the chain. I actually have to make the chainsaw. because that helps immensely, because then you can just cut down all the trees and you get large amounts of, like wood and leaves. And there's a lot of trees in the area, and here you can see you can just collect roots. This gives even more biofuel, because 5 wood gives you 25 biofuel. Not biofuel, biomass. And biofuel you get 2 I think for 4 biomass. Whatever it is, it's not that important. Also, the thing is that when you use a chainsaw, it helps you. Like for example, if you get stuck in a tree because of a glitch or whatever, you can just destroy the tree and it'll be free. So I won't have to end up reloading a previous save in order to get out of that situation. Like before I started recording, it happened again. I jumped and I ended up touching a tree and got stuck. Wasn't one of these small trees, one of the larger trees. And when you also cut down a tree, it destroys like a small amount of land near it. Oh yes, and also before I started recording, I found another summer sloop WIP. I'm still not sure what they are, or if they'll have any use later on, but they should. But for now, well, that was actually by the limestone. There's like some areas slightly off from the limestone where my limestone uh, miner is. There's like 2 areas there that are not part of the land, like they separated. So I just like built with the concrete I got, and I made some platforms. Because again, you can make a platform as long as it connects to something. If as long as it's an okay to make one, like in the area that you can build off of that one. That's how you can basically build stuff in the air. Let me just make the biomass and then biofuel, so I can power this generator. As you can see, I don't actually have much in my inventory. I have to make a lot. Eventually I'm probably going to empty out my inventory because I can make personal storage now, and then I'm going to just like get a lot of trees in that cut down, use that to make as much biofuel as well. Basically I'll then end up making a whole new branch of machinery. I'll make construction everything, because you can construct biomass, well using that into biomass. Then I can make the, after making constructing biomass, then I can make another one to construct into biofuel, which will then just go like into a storage unit or something. Because unlike the coal generator, the biofuel generator does not have the ability to become automatic. You have to manually put in fuel every time, which is why I want to get to the coal as fast as possible. Let me just collect some more leaves here. It's relatively easy to collect leaves in there, but the leaves need 10 leaves to make one biomass. So it's not as effective as the chainsaw, which I will eventually make, but it's just annoying to make because of the reinforced iron plate. Well, plates, you need 10 of them, and they are annoying to make for now because early on you need to use screws and iron plates, and screws come from iron rods, which means you have to make more iron rods, and I use a lot, so I'm just giving it a bit of time to restock my supply before I go and make it. Then I'll be spending plenty of time with that chainsaw. Anyway, so I collected the resources I needed for the next upgrade to finally get the basics out of tier 1 done. So now that I have that,
Milestone reached. To
I
ensure
have now
optimal
basically
use of
finished
space,
tier 1.
navigation and
And
tidiness,
the scan for the
R&D
slug
have
is
developed
finished.
stairs and
And now I have to
conveyor
listen to Ada
walls.
again. But
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into
shut
a
up,
power
Ada.
shard that functions with
I
current
already knew
fix-it
this.
technology.
So I'm going to just
Several
put my yellow
buildings
slug
would
to
be
scan. It's going
capable
to
of
take a while
performing
because
over
the yellow slugs
100% capacity
are like
if infused.
reward.
The derived
Like how the summer
blueprint is
sloop
now
in the
accessible
monster
in
sphere
Hub Tier 1.
are rewards for like areas like monsters, monster guarded areas that normally have something very important, and there's normally either a summer sloop, monster sphere, or a yellow power slug. This yellow power slug I found was actually alone, so it was surprisingly useful. But normally when I fight against like those monsters, they're like much stronger, Let me just get this thing up and running. So add one more to tier 1. I'm just going to get everything for it. As you can see, those power crystals and the overclock function are going to be very useful. And once I fire done with that, I'll have all of tier 1 done. I'm just going to go and get the materials. I'm probably going to skip out that piece because this video is turning out to be a bit longer than I expected. But hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Okay, so I'm here by my limestone miner, and there's an island I want to quickly cross because I saw another deposit, mineral deposit. So I want to go check what it is. So as you can see here, this is the basically the exploit you can use for this like for building in that. This is Caterium. Uh, it's important in the game later on. If you can see the thing like those two giant boulders, they can actually be destroyed. That's to stop you from making a miner here. But you can still put those those small miners. But you can't put the electronic one here. These boulders can actually be destroyed using explosives. But that's actually why my old save was glitching out, because I couldn't. They didn't allow me to get the explosives, so I wasn't able to destroy the rocks. I did still play my old save even further, but it wasn't. I wasn't very happy considering the fact that I wanted to really blow something up. But you can still mine it manually, but it just takes forever. I have to scan this ore for it to actually be useful. That's where my game glitched out, because I wasn't able to scan the sulfur and the coal to make the explosives. I have also gotten a bit closer when it comes to getting the resources needed for the new upgrade. I'm just going to check how I actually still need. I have most of what I need still. But yeah, also I'm probably going to start making the chainsaw soon before I actually start with any more tier 2 milestones. But the chainsaw does not actually harm monsters, by the way. Okay, I got that now. Just check. Yeah, tier 1 is fully finished. I think I'll take the jump pads in that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, space a little bit. Let me actually mark it. That's a lot of resources. We're gonna need a lot of resources for this. But luckily it's not too difficult to get those resources. Those are the basics. The common stuff. Okay. Okay, so I now have everything I need to make a change, so I'm gonna quickly do this. I built a new workbench here because I removed the other one a while ago. Let me just make this quickly. Yeah, okay, now that I have that. It's in the inventory, you have to equip it like how I did my zap stick. My Xeno Basher, I think it's called. I'm not sure what it is. Xeno Zappa, whatever. Okay, that's still gonna take a few more minutes. Now that I have the chainsaw, I can finally enjoy getting a lot of biofuel. The chainsaw is so much fun to use, and it's going to be very fun destroying all those trees that are in my way. But it requires biofuel, so I'm just making some more biomass into biofuel so I have some on me. Because whatever I had previously I used to power generators. So I have to just keep these extras on me. Because again, it is used by the chainsaw. Which oddly enough does not do any damage to anything but trees. So I'll have to live with that. But it's still a lot of fun to actually like cut down trees in that here. That's what it actually looks like. I can't wait to use this. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's start with this tree over here. And cut. Let's like going. Cat, get closer. There we go. Cut. 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 Also, whenever you cut something, it like gets the surrounding pieces of grass and leaves, whatever, as well. So just add on to that. Whew. This is gonna be fun. And more trees. Also, oddly enough, if there's like small rocks in that nearby, it'll also disappear like the grass in it, like I just saw. And as you saw there, I basically was stuck on the top. It was easy to get out once I cut down the tree. And it also does matter like how large the tree is. It depends on how much you get from the tree. Like those very large trees you see earlier. Why? Wait, is that a mesosphere? A mesosphere? Let's get some grass. Why is there a mesosphere like out in like nowhere? Like out in the middle of nowhere. The last one I saw in my old game was like on top of a giant hill. And there was one in a cave surrounded by about 6 of those fluffy tailed hogs. Let me just collect this thing and take it one time. Not sure what it does yet again, but hey, still rather have it. Okay, there we go. It is a bit odd sometimes you have to be very close to the thing for it to actually like start cutting it, but what works. And if you notice, I don't have to collect all the leaves like right surrounding the thing, because it normally like is sucked in one time. When I'm not going to be cutting down like the nut trees and the paleberry tree things, because I'm not sure if they actually respawn or not. Okay, I think I'm gonna start cutting out now because I'm pretty sure while I enjoy cutting down the trees, I'm not sure you guys will enjoy just watching me do it. Okay, so I did a lot, as you can see. I got like 1,000 or something biofuel. Cause I had a total of I think 5,000 biomass, or around there somewhere. Cause I cut down so many trees, but I made them all into biofuel so far. Took a lot of space. I had to remove quite a few things out of my inventory. I had to continuously like do it in a specific order because I kept running out of space before I could do them all. I'm just going to start like getting the stuff necessary to build the space elevator. I'm probably gonna I just added this part in here so you guys know how much biofuel I made, because I made a lot. I'm still gonna have to manually make quite a bit of resources for the space elevator because it needs a lot of stuff. I have this set as a milestone, but I'm not gonna actually get it in this episode because I don't think it's going to be. Well, I don't need to get it for now. I'm focusing on the space elevator so I can unlock the next few tiers and get the coal. And then once I get to tier 5 and 6, I believe, I can start working with oil. So, see you guys soon. Okay, so all I need is the last piece of concrete down. I'll have everything. As you can see on the side, I marked the space elevator. It's a bit awkward to grab them in like in that position, so I'm just grabbing these last few pieces. But the space elevator is huge. It's bigger than my entire base currently. And what I actually have to do with that thing is I know I have to like put a lot of stuff. But before I actually end up ending the episode after I build it, there's something I'll probably end up showing you guys that I found before I started recording, but didn't fight for specific reasons. You guys can keep that up for later. That'll probably be like in the next episode or something when I actually fight it. Yes, it is a monster. And yeah, I have basically everything. I'm just gonna take it for good luck, and this one as well. Just to keep a few extra pieces so that if I have to build anything or whatever. Or more to keep it like an even number. But anyway, I basically have enough. Now I have to find a nice clear area to build the space elevator. Because as I said before, it is huge. This area should about do it because I don't really care about the limestone. But let me just go a little bit further just in case. Now you can see what I mean by it's huge. That's just on the bottom. Now watch as all that resources comes out of me and goes into building that gigantic monstrosity. That thing will always surprise me. It's like how big it can actually go. That's not all of it. There's still more coming. There's the rest of it. It's going to be going all the way from up there. Because then again, this is a space elevator. It's meant to go to space. And no, I cannot go into it. Well, yeah, I can't go into it at all. That thing is freaking huge. Really, really large. I'm not sure if these like output points actually have any usage, but oh well. Let's just check what it needs to get that. Reinforced iron bits and rotors. Great. Well, now that I got that, let me show you guys what I found before I started recording. It was to the south, or to the south direction. No, not south. Now the north direction, if I remember correctly. It was annoying to get there because I actually just went there for exploring purposes, but I never actually expected to get there because of it. So, well, anyway, it's gonna take me a bit of time to get there. I'm gonna cut that pieces out of me traveling. Okay, so anyway, I just found a slug here. I'm just collecting quickly before I actually find the monster. I am by it. So let me just get this quickly. Okay, so yeah, he's in this direction. There's the. He looks very small from where you are looking. But say hello to my big friend. I'm pretty sure you remember the smaller versions of him, but check what he can do. In the next episode, I'm gonna go and fight that. Ouch. Ouch. I'm just. Oh, now that I showed you to him, I'm just going to run away. Hopefully, it does not follow me all the way to my base. Ouch. Okay, just gonna grab this and run away. His range is increased. I really hope he does not follow me all the way back, but he's still attacking me. I have to heal up quite a bit afterwards if he gets me closer. He's really annoying to fight because he like blasts you away like the small ones do, but his amount of damage that he can do alone is a lot. The trees are in the way. I'll be back with a chainsaw for all of them. Okay, I think I lost him. Yeah. Okay, I'm safe. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to do for this episode. This episode turned out to be way longer than I expected, so I'm kind of sorry for that. But that's all for now. If you like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and once more, I am out.